Supernovas. How you guys doing today? Or tonight, actually. I know I'm a little late here. But I wanted to jump on and talk to you guys for a minute about a few things. Have any of you guys heard about the app Clubhouse? And how not too long ago they were only worth maybe 100,000 in stock wise, and now they are now worth over $1 million. And the reason for that is because mostly of the support of the African American community. And it kind of made me think. It kind of got me to thinking about why is it so hard for us to support each other in general? What is the big deal that we feel like we can't support each other, that we can support everyone except us? I really, really want to know the answer to that. I want you guys to comment down below. Tell me what you think is the reason why it is so hard for us to support each other, but we legit run to support others that could give less than anything about us. Like, why does that make sense? Why do you feel good afterwards? Why do you feel like it's an accolade to have on a shirt that says Gucci, or to wear, a Fendi outfit? Why do you feel like that is something that's a good thing, a big deal, something that you have going on that the person don't even know your name? Could care less if you bought their items or not, could care less if you have food in your refrigerator, could care less if your kids got Pampers. Things like why does that make you feel good for you to be out in something representing something and someone that could care less about you? And it just kind of made me, it reminded me of something like not too long ago. Excuse my little hair, I don't know what I want to do with it today, but I liked the ponytail before, and then now I feel like it looks crazy. But anyway, anyway, so a couple weeks ago, or a month or so ago, I went to Vegas. I went to Vegas to go meet up with a childhood friend of mine. Now, I've been knowing this girl almost all my life, since I was about, I want to say about 8 to 10, somewhere around there, that age. I met her, so I've been knowing her almost all of my life. And so we're down there. She invites one of her friends that I don't know to meet us down there. So she like, you're gonna be there, and the other homegirl is gonna be there, or whatever. And we're just gonna chill out. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm not too far from Vegas, so of course that was no problem for me to go down there and chill out with her and see her every chance I get. Life is really, really too short, and I have really learned that and been understanding that the last maybe 5 years of my life, that life is really, really short, and these moments and seconds and minutes that we have here are super, super precious. And to let people know that you love them now, to celebrate people now while they're still here. Like, I've learned how important it is to let your people know that they're important to you, and that that you like and need and want them in your life. So when she said she was coming and that she was close, I was like, oh yeah, girl, of course, I'll be down there. So I drive down there. She flies down there, whatever. Her friend also flies down, because she is not living where this particular friend that we both know is living, right? So we're down there, and first of all, she's like, she wants half on the hotel room. Now, first of all, no hotel is really equipped for 3 people. So only two people is going to have a bed. The other person is going to be sleeping on the couch, or in the bed with one other person, or however you guys decide to do it. So this, she picks the hotel. First of all, it's super expensive and for absolutely no reason, when there are other hotels down there just as nice and less the price. But whatever. So she's like, we're all gonna go in on the hotel, for three ways. Now, me not knowing, she had already talked to the other girl about the hotel, so she expected me to put in one third on this hotel room, that I would be sleeping on the couch. I wouldn't have a bed. I wouldn't have my own personal space at all, because, like I said, I would be sleeping on the couch. It was like they had kind of like a little living room area, somewhat. So that's where I was supposed to be. Us, me not knowing that this was already talked about with the other girl. So I'm thinking about it. I'm like, no, that's not. I don't see how that's fair. You know what I mean? For me to put a complete half, one third on this hotel room, and I'm sleeping on the couch, like that's not fair at all. So I'm like, well, how about? Because she wanted, it was supposed to be 200 a piece for, so the room for I think, what, 2 days, two days, I believe, maybe three. I'm not sure, but I know for sure it was for 2 days. So it was, this hotel room alone was supposed to be 600, because she wanted 200 a piece from everybody. So I'm like, no, I don't think that sounds right. That's not fair. But I can do 150 though. Okay, I'm not gonna trip on that. Now, that wasn't the first issue, and I should have known beforehand that it was going to be a problem, because the first issue was, she was like, yeah, I'm gonna call you when I'm sure that I'm going, so you can get your shit together, make sure that you're ready, that you got everything you need taken care of before you jump on the road and come down here. She didn't do that, so I'm waiting on her to call me, and she doesn't call me. So when I call her, she has already left her hometown, and she's already in Houston on the flight layover. So I'm like, well, what the hell? Like, when was you gonna tell me that you were damn near already to Vegas already? Oh well, blah, I this and that and this and that and this and that. So come to find out, she was joking with the other girl about her supposed to be calling me, and not calling me having to call her. So to her, this was funny. This was a joke. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm already feeling like I'm leaving not ready, because she's already almost there. I'm trying to be there when they're there, and she didn't call me and let me know it was time to go. You know what I'm saying? So now I already feel like, oh fuck, I'm already like behind. So whatever, I get down there, and I'm like, no, I don't get down there until about 9 o'clock at night. So the whole day of the room, I didn't even get to enjoy. The day that the room that she wants $200 from each of us, that we're all going in on. I don't know how much she paid. I don't know how much the other girl paid. So this is just what she's telling me. And me being, her friend, someone that I have known almost all my life, I didn't even question it. So when I get down there, I'm telling her basically, like, how about I just give you 150? Like, we're only going to be down here for 2 days, maybe I think 3 days. I already missed the first day completely. How about I just give you 150? She's like, okay, cool. And I'm thinking, and I'm sleeping on the couch anyway. Like you don't see this as an issue? You don't see this as a problem at all? Didn't say anything. So, mind you, I told you I drove down there. So now every time we turn around, she wants to Uber here, she wants to Uber there. Everywhere we're going, she wants to Uber. I'm like, why would you Uber? Why would you pay for a Uber when I drove down here? You know what I mean? Oh, well, I was just going to Uber. Okay, well, that same gas that you're paying, that same money that you were paying for the Uber, why wouldn't you offer it to me for gas? It makes absolutely no sense to me. Yet, I still didn't ask for anything. I wanted to see how this would play out. So I didn't say, I said, well, I drove down here, so of course we can drive. Like, it's not a big deal. So we drove the places that we wanted to go. Everywhere that we wanted to go, we drove. Not one time did she ask or offer to, hey, do you need gas? Is everything all good? You know what I mean? Do you need a couple dollars? You know, since we are riding in the car everywhere. I mean, that's what you were going to do with the Uber, right? You had no problem paying the Uber to take you wherever you was going to go, there and back. That wasn't an issue. So you know, you're not even gonna offer it to me though, right? Your friend, someone that, like I said, I've known all my life damn near. So I'm like, okay. Again, don't bring it up because me being me, I made sure that I was straight. You know what I mean? I know how it feels to depend on someone else, and it doesn't go the way that you want it to go. So never again, at any point, am I going to depend on somebody else. If I have to depend on somebody else, I'm not going. And it's been like that for a while. So I'm like, dang, you know, it's like that. So she knows I do makeup. She knows that I'm also doing nails, you know, and I'm working on the nails to get better to where I feel like they are worth your money. You know what I mean? But the makeup, I'm pretty good at the makeup. I'm really creative in general, so it doesn't take much for me to grasp, you know, anything that has to do with creativity. I'm artsy in general. Like, you know, I've always been like that. Colorful hair, colorful outfits, that is me 100%. So that is, you know, hands down. So we're sitting there, and this is Halloween actually that we go down there. We went down there for Halloween. So we go, and we're sitting there waiting, and she, you know, I'm like, well, what are we waiting to get dressed for? Like, what's going on? Why aren't we getting dressed? She's like, oh, you know, I'm waiting. Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm sorry, I bumped the camera. She's like, yeah, you know, I'm waiting on this girl that I paid to do our makeup. Now, as I just mentioned to you guys, she knows I do makeup, and I I'm like, what do you mean you're waiting on someone to do makeup? She's like, yeah, this girl is supposed to be doing me and the other friend that she had invited down there. She's supposed to be doing their makeup. Now, again, something else that you didn't even tell me about. You didn't tell me that you were getting your makeup done because you don't know if I wanted to get my makeup done from someone else as well. Maybe I didn't want to do my own makeup for Halloween. Maybe I wanted to be a part of that as well. That's the whole point of coming down here and seeing you, so we can do things together. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, you know, you guys got a makeup appointment. She's like, yeah. She's like, and you know, she's supposed to be here at 6:30. It's already 6:45. I haven't, you know, heard from her. She hasn't called or anything. I'm like, oh, okay. So we're sitting there, and she's texting the girl or whatever, and the girl still isn't answering the phone. The girl has not replied or nothing. And I'm like, so how much are you paying the girl to do your makeup? She's like, oh, she charging us 75. So she was charging them 75 a piece. So they were giving this girl 150 for her to come and do their makeup. One, they don't know this girl. They, you know, most makeup artists use their makeup brushes for everybody. You know what I mean? You don't know if they're cleaning the brushes. You just don't know. It's a lot of things that go on that people do and that you have no clue about. So she is like, yeah, you know, she's supposed to be here at 6:30, and she's still not here. So she's like, I'm texting her to see what's going on and where is she at and why she's not calling me. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, so you're gonna get this girl 150 to do your makeup, and you know I do makeup. Now, why wouldn't you offer that 150 to me? Why wouldn't you ask me, hey, so you want to make this little money real quick? I mean, because you're giving it away to someone else that you have no clue about her skills or anything. The pictures that she has up there, they could have came from anywhere, and you should know that. You should know that. But the fact is that I'm your friend, and instead of you trying to put the money in my pocket and help me grow, you would rather help a random grow. Okay. Again, didn't say nothing, not tripping. I see what it is. So the girl ends up calling maybe about 7 o'clock and tells her that she got into an accident, so she won't be able to make it. Now, this is after half an hour of waiting on her, you know, half an hour of us could have been trying to figure out something else to do. Us could have been trying to call somebody else to see if somebody else wanted to do it. But yet again, I'm sitting right here. I actually brought all the makeup with me, you know, just in case we needed makeup, not knowing again that she had already made an appointment with somebody else to get her makeup done. And they was overcharging her because first we were in Vegas and second it was Halloween. So they were already overcharging her, but she didn't care about that. Now once the girl called her back and was like, "Hey, yeah, listen, I won't be able to make it. We just got into a car accident, so I'm not coming today. I won't be able to come." She was like, "Oh, you know, well, I'm giving you a bad review. You should have told me before the time frame that you were supposed to be here. You know, she's supposed to be there at 6:30. She was like, you could have called me at 6 and, you know, told me you wasn't going to be able to make it or whatever." Now, if the girl really did get into a car accident, I understand that, you know, because I am terrified of those. I have been in enough to where I am truly, truly scared. I do not play around with cars and car accidents. So if that happened, you know, blessings to her. Blessings to her. But most people don't